Hello, my beautiful people and beautiful bookworms. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Madhu, and welcome to my chaotic life of me being a mom and being a reader. Now, for today's video, we are going to be picking our November TBR from this very recently done TBR prompts jar. Now, I took inspirations from a lot more creators on YouTube, so you might find some similar prompts here, which does not matter, right? So, all that matters is that we read a book according to the prompts that we have here. Now, I got this glass jar TBR box from a bookish subscription box years and years ago, and it was sitting just pretty on my bookshelf for a very long time. Now I finally made use of this jar to make some TBR prompts. Now I am a complete mood reader. Okay, guys, if you shove a TBR in my face and ask me to read from only that TBR for that particular month, I would go turn the other way, read something else from my Kindle Unlimited, and just ignore my TBR altogether. Or I'll just go down the rabbit spiral of being in a very beautiful space called a reading slump, which I do not ever want to experience again in my life. So, for the sake of my mental sanity and taking into consideration my mood reading brain, we are going to be picking 2 books per prompt for this video. And since this is the first time that I'm doing something like this, I'm going to be picking only 3 prompts from this jar. So we have 3 prompts and 2 books per prompt. So totally we are going to pick 6 books. Now this is because sometimes when I pick a book thinking like, oh, I might like this book, I'm really excited, it is one of my anticipated titles. But when I start reading it, I don't like it that much, and a lot of things can happen when you start actually reading a book that you are really highly anticipating. And suppose if it is not giving me that 5-star 4-star feeling, I'll just put it aside and pick the other book from that prompt that we have picked now, so that we don't force ourselves to finish a book just for a video. I really want to enjoy and spend quality time with the books that I'm reading. I've recently gotten into annotating, tabbing, and highlighting all my physical books, or even some of my Kindle books. If you guys need a video on how I highlight or annotate or anything like that, please let me know. I'll also do it if you guys want it. Now, let's go pick our 3 prompts for this November TBR. I'll just put you guys here so that I'll put you guys here so that you don't feel muffled when I'm talking, when I put you guys somewhere else at the mic. So we have a jar, and let's just shuffle all the prompts because everything here is done from an A4 sheet. So even if I wrote some prompt in a color coded paper, I would have at least realized what I had written for that particular prompt or on that particular color, because we have used white. I don't have any idea what I wrote here. So I'll just show you guys first before I see. Is this okay? Do you guys see this? Is it focusing? We have a free. The book gods are blessing me. For the first prompt, we have a free read. So since this is a free read, I don't want to pick any books right now. So we'll just keep this aside, and once all 3 prompts are finished and we have picked books for those prompts, I'll come back to this prompt, a free read, and maybe I'll pick 2 books that I really want to read from my anticipated titles, and we'll allocate those 2 books to this free read. I'm having a great time. This idea is amazing. I want to do this every month. Okay, let's pick the second prompt. Don't worry, guys. I did not write free read option more than once. None of the prompts that are here are written more than once. So hopefully we don't get a similar prompt like this. I'll just look away. Can you guys see? Is this right? Okay. Did I go? Oh, it is upside down. Okay, so we have a prompt called finish a series. I have a couple of things in mind. We have my this is my TBR cart, and those books on top of those DIY bookshelf is also my TBR books for when it comes to physical books. We have every Spiral of Fate, but I don't think it is a completed series. There is one more book that is coming out, so it is the fourth book in a series which will not finish this particular series. Okay, do we have anything else? A lot of books. I I'm in the middle of a lot of books. I don't feel like it. We have we have Wildcard by Elsie Silver. I think this is the last. This is the last book. This is the fourth and final book in this series. I did start it. I read like a couple of pages, but then I don't know what happened. I just never picked this back up. So this video is going to give me the push to finish this book. I really liked the first three books. I don't know whether it was Wild Love or Wild Side was the previous third book. I liked it. I gave it, I think, 3.5 stars. Wild Love was my favorite from the series so far. So let's see once I finish what I feel about this book series ranking. So for finish a series, we are going to be doing Wild Card by Elsie Silver. Just, to give ourselves leeway, let's pick another. I'll just place it here. Do we have any? Oh, I know what we can read. Okay, I got these two books recently, so I think this is like a duology. It follows the same two characters on these two books. I do have plans to read both of them this month. So if we for some reason we do not like this book or anything, we'll finish both of these. Okay, I really have high expectations for these two books, so I think it will check out. So we have these three books for this prompt. Just one book will not finish the series because these two come together. We have these three for the finish a series prompt. Let's move on to the third prompt, which is, I'll just place it here. The third prompt. Okay, I don't want to look at the prompt before you guys see. Okay, what is this? This is upside down, I think. Okay, what is this? What is this? White text, black cover. Okay, when I wrote this prompt, I had specific books on my mind. I think we have a couple of more books. We need white text, black cover. Oh, I have a couple of books. Okay. I am back, guys. So we have two books for this prompt I found. This is Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. This is white text on a black background. Even though we have some yellow and gold mixed in there, this fits the criteria. So we are going to pick this book. And also other one is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. This has some blue, purple smoke kind of thing on the cover behind the text, but this is a black cover with white text on top. So we have these two options for the prompt: white text and black cover. Oh, we are killing this video. This is amazing. All of the books that we have picked so far has been like on my list for a very long time. So I'm really happy that we also got prompts that got me excited to read certain books from my physical TBR shelf. So coming back, oops, where did it go? Okay, I just dropped this prompt down. So for the first prompt we ever picked from this TBR jar, we have a free read. Now I do not want to pick two books for this prompt because we already have two books for the second prompt that we picked to finish a series. Maybe I'll consider one of these books for this prompt, and we'll just pick one other book so that it the total comes out to be six. I don't know. I like the number, so let's pick another book. Maybe we'll pick a short book so as to compensate. These two humongous books with a lot more pages. So we have. I really want another fantasy? I'm not sure. We have contemporary here. We have one dystopian and one fantasy. Let's do fiction. Something else, which is a satire horror, I believe. I'm not sure, but it is a long book. We also have Shimla Affair. I think this is like set in 1940. This is a fiction, a contemporary fiction. I believe it is about three women fighting for the independence. So yeah, I think we'll pick the Shimla Affair by Srishti Chaudhary. Okay, we have successfully picked six books for our three poems that we are going to be reading for the month of November. Just to give you guys an overall update on what these books are all about. Okay, from the top, I'm just going to give you guys what these books are all about. So if you want to add to your TBR, you can do that. The first book is A Shimla Affair by Srishti Chaudhary. It is about three women attempting to change the course of Indian independence for love, duty, and revenge. This feels like a historical fiction, and I'm really excited to read this. This is the book that we picked for the prompt, a free read. Now, for the prompt, finish a series, we picked this book as a first choice. This is Wildcard by Elsie Silver. This is the fourth and final book in this series. It follows our main character Sebastian. It is an age gap romance. I believe it is also second chance. I'm not sure, but I'm really excited to finish the Rose Hill series. Once I finish this book, I'll also give you guys the ranking of how much I loved each book, and I'll rank 4 books from this series. Now, I do have these two. Okay, this is interconnected. I haven't read either of them, so I'm planning to read both of them in this month so that I can finish this series. We do not do anything half-assed around here. Okay, once we go all in. So this follows our main characters. One is a figure skating prodigy, Elijah, and the other is Alexander Price, who is the captain of a team of contentious underdogs, the Houston Hellhounds. I think this is going to be a coming of age, contemporary romance, which is a lot more emotional rather than being a lot more romantic. So I'm really excited to see how they develop as characters. And for the third prompt, black cover, white font, the first book we picked was Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I picked this up a couple of months ago, but I was not in the mood for this book, so I just kept it aside. I've read 16 pages from this book, so I really want to finish this before the next book comes out in the series. I think it is coming out next year. Okay, I'll just read the back. A sizzling dystopian romance series. Psychic gifts are a death sentence and there are rules to survival. Trust no one, lie to everyone, and whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. It is an enemies to lovers dystopian romance with some fantastical elements to it. I think this will read more like a romantasy. So yeah, we'll have a jolly good time with this book, so let's have it here. And the final book we have picked, and the second book for the prompt of white text and black cover, we have Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. I really like Elise Kova's writing. I've read a couple of her books previously, so I'm really excited to see what this book is all about. Okay, what it says at the back is, love me, hate me, but only look at me like my existence sets you on fire. It is the first installment of an enthralling fantasy romance series. They have royal intrigue, arcane magic, and our main character Clara. She finds that the prince she swore to hate may not be what he seems. So, enemies to lovers, fantasy romance. nothing can go wrong with that. Okay, I'm a sucker for any fantasy romance with enemies to lovers plotline. So yeah, these 6 books we have here. Okay, guys, we have come to the end of this video where we picked books based on the prompts we took out from the TBR prompts jar. We have 6 books here. We'll not be reading all 6 this month, but my hope is that we'll be reading all 6 books this month. Okay, so to hold myself accountable, I am going to be vlogging my reading experience for each prompt, whichever book I choose. If I read all the books, I don't know what I'm going to do, what I plan to do this November month, but we have 6 books here, and I'll be giving you some thoughts. And if I annotate, I will also bring you guys along for that journey as well. I'll show you some, sneak peeks on how I highlight and what I've highlighted, and I'll show you guys everything. If you want to see what I thought about all these books on my reading vlog that I'll be posting at the end of this month or probably the start of the next month, please don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell icon, because you will be notified when I post another video like this. So guys, I'll see you guys very soon on my next video. Bye bye.